Hey everyone, I'm Ed Lee, the founder of NewNFT.com, a site that tracks the latest developments in the crazy world of the NFTs. You can check out the site at NewNFT.com or NOUNFT.com. In today's video, we're going to be talking about NFTs, what basically they are, and why there's so much hype about them in the past month. Basically, NFTs are non-fungible tokens. You can think about them as trying to create a unique item, a one-of-a-kind item that's identified by blockchain. So let's take an offline example involving this famous painting of the Mona Lisa created by Da Vinci many years ago. You can go see the actual painting in the Louvre Museum in room 711 and partake of this masterpiece. Now, I had the chance to do this before the pandemic, and I took this really lousy photograph of the painting, as many of the visitors try to do. The value of my lousy painting is probably $0. You can find much better photographs of the Mona Lisa online, or maybe some of you have taken better photos than I did. By contrast, the original Mona Lisa has been estimated to be worth $860 million, one of the highest valued paintings in the world, not surprisingly. Now, what creators of NFTs are trying to do is to digitally tag and identify an item as being an original, a one of a kind. There may be copies of them, such as copies of the Mona Lisa through photographs, but there is one original Mona Lisa. And what the NFT creators are doing is trying to do, essentially create their own original Mona Lisa identified on the blockchain. And surprisingly, people are shelling out a lot of money to buy NFTs, or more accurately, shelling out a lot of Ethereum cryptocurrency to buy these NFTs. And Ethereum is the most popular cryptocurrency being used for transactions involving NFTs. That may change one day, but now Ethereum is the most popular currency for NFTs. So take, for instance, some high sales of NFTs this past year. Beeple earlier this spring sold every day's the first 5,000 days, this visual work, digital work, for nearly $70 million, a staggering amount. Just last week, Sotheby's auction announced that it had sold over $24 million of NFTs from the collection called Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. This has become a popular collection for NBA stars like Steph Curry, who purchased an NFT from this collection recently. The collection that has sold the most NFTs in value is the Larva Labs CryptoPunks. The value of the sales of NFTs from this collection is over $1 billion in sales. Not surprisingly, with all of this money being poured into NFTs, a lot of individual artists, startups, brands, and big businesses are creating their own NFTs, trying to capitalize on the demand. Just about anything can be turned into an NFT. I think that is the wide open field and excitement that is generating a lot of creative activity in the NFT world. Music, gaming, videos, artwork, etc., photographs, you name it, it probably can be converted into an NFT. So take, for instance, the NBA's popular Top Shots NFTs. They were early entrants into the NFT market through the Top Shots. And these NFTs are basically highlight video of superstars in the NBA. So here's LeBron James dunk that is now selling for $155,000. Now, some of you may be scratching your head and think, well, what if I DVR'd this game and have my own recording of this famous highlight? Well, that's true. You may have your own highlight reel, recorded on your DVR. But to go back to the Mona Lisa example, what the NBA is trying to do, and they've done so successfully, is to tag or identify the original or a unique item that is what one of a kind of this NFT. And basically the value of this is in the eye of the beholder, just as beauty would be for any piece of art. And if there is sufficient demand for an NFT, the value of it will increase. That's how the market works. Now, why buy NFTs, you may ask yourself, for instance, if you have your own personal copy of the LeBron James video or of any of the other artwork that has sold for huge sums of money. You can just grab an image and from Google, doing a Google search, and keep it on your computer for personal use and enjoy the artwork at your own pleasure. Well, that is true, but that sort of ignores the original or uniqueness of an NFT. So here are the top 5 reasons I think NFTs have become so popular. The first is as an investment. An NFT is a digital asset, and there is a certain amount of strike it rich kind of mentality that if you purchase an NFT at a lower price, its price will appreciate over time. That's the basic reason most people invest in anything, whether it's the stock market, real estate, you name it. The second feature of NFTs that makes them popular is that they are collectibles. Now, not surprisingly, during the pandemic, we've seen in the offline world the resurgence of the market for baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards, Pokemon cards. There is a demand for collectibles that people have a personal collection with, whether it be Pokemon or whether it be LeBron James or Tom Brady, etc. And the rarity of a card or an NFT is something that collectors covet. It's great to have a card or an NFT that no one else has. The third aspect of NFTs that make them so popular, I think, is that they are visual. And people are, I think, largely visual, and it makes the items underlying NFTs more accessible. So instead of buying the invisible cryptocurrencies, you could buy Ethereum, you could buy Bitcoin as an investment, and many people have. So you may ask, well, why would I buy this NFT as opposed to just straight out investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, I think part of it is more accessible to people to see the underlying, let's say it's a piece of art. In addition, I imagine that there are a lot of people who own Ethereum and Bitcoin who are attracted to an alternative investment in the form of an NFT. Another reason why I think the NFTs have become so popular is that buying an NFT sometimes gives you membership to an elite status, a club or a community, such as the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So you can purchase an NFT from that collection and be a part of the same club as Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Few other opportunities exist where an ordinary consumer could be a part of that same club. In the gaming world, NFTs give you access to sort of special perks or special accessories that you alone would have in that gaming world. And then finally, I think we can't ignore that there is some hype behind the NFTs that is driven by social media, especially TikTok and Twitter, where I think some of it may be bot driven, some of it is authentic through different influencers promoting NFTs. And I think part of the attraction is, or the appeal is built, capitalizing on the fear of missing out, that if you've missed out in the purchasing of Bitcoin in 2013, you don't want to miss out in the purchasing of NFTs in 2021. Okay, so that's it with this short video today. We'll be back with more videos in the future. Please do check out our website and also follow us on Twitter at NOUNFT.